Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. One of the major reasons why the Afenifere and the elders and the youth of Yoruba land seem to love Governor Rotimi Akeredolu is for his stance of always putting his people first, even before his political career. We could still remember some months back where he said categorically if the creation of Amotekun will cost him his second term, then so be it. It didn't cost him his second term. He's now in the second tenure, and Amotekun is up and running. Now again, he has decided to call out Bala Mohammed over the statement he made in defense of Fulani herdsmen. And of course, Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State also have decided to react to what he said initially. But before we go into the newspaper, I'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. It's actually 2-in-1 news, but I'll try to make it as fast as possible. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State has replied his counterpart from Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, who recently backed herdsmen carrying AK-47 and another weapon. The governor spoke during an interview questioning Mohammed's comments at this point in time in the country. Akeredolu condemned the statement by Mohammed, who had last week defended herdsmen who bear arms. Bala Mohammed had, while addressing newsmen in Bauchi, said that Fulani herdsmen have no option but to carry arms, adding that the herders were being attacked and killed and their cattle stolen. And the Ondo State governor condemned the comment while commending President Mohammed Buhari for directing the Nigerian police to arrest any herdsman seen with arms across the country. Akeredolu further expressed worries over the deteriorating level of insecurity in the country and lamented the recent killings of 3 prominent Ondo indigenes by herdsmen. How will a governor in this country today come out and say people should be allowed to carry arms when it is illegal? And not just arms, he says they should carry double barrels and co. People that are not licensed to carry, Bala Mohammed is suggesting to us that they should be able to carry it, the governor questioned. For what purpose? Bala Mohammed has even poured more petrol into the fire. Because his speech is unexpected of him, it will become very serious and nobody will be spared. So statements like that must be condemned, and I condemn it. Bala Mohammed has not spoken like a statesman. He probably lost everything out. He lost out as to what his reaction should be, he added. Meanwhile, the presidency on Monday directed the Nigerian police to publish a list of Fulani herdsmen being tried for various crimes across the country. Very quickly, Bala Mohammed also replied Rotimi Akeredolu very quickly. Governor Bala Mohammed, Bauchi State Governor, in a press release issued by his SSA media, Mokta Gidado, on Sunday, stated that to the extent that not every herdsman is a criminal, the reference to the ammunition was simply to put in perspective the predicament and the desperation of those law-abiding Fulani herdsmen who, while carrying out their legitimate cow-rearing business, have become serial victims of cattle rustling, banditry, kidnapping, and assassination. The statement made available to newsmen late Sunday evening further contained that these are the people who, in absence of any protection from the security agencies, are forced to resort to self-help to defend both their means of livelihood and their lives. The SSA media added that as a constitutionalist, which he has proved over time all through his political career, Governor Bala Mohammed will be the last person to advocate a subversion of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He did not do so in the past, he would not do so today. According to him, the primary objective of the governor was to avert the dangerous prospect of nationwide backlash as tempers were flaring up, and given that the phenomenon of inter-ethnic migration is a national pastime involving all ethnic groups in Nigeria. Mokadidedo further stated that first, at no time did the governor set out to justify criminality by anyone, no matter the person's ethnic nationality. Rather, he admonished us, in the interest of national unity, to avoid wholesale branding of any ethnic group, as it is inconceivable that any one group can be made up of only criminals. By extension, the governor made it abundantly clear that it would be inappropriate to label any one tribe based on crimes of a few members of the ethnic group. On the issue of forest, the governor's media aide stated that Governor Bala Mohammed description of forest as no man's land, that's as gift of nature, free gift of nature, is a carryover from his own geopolitical environment where pastoralists could just set up camp in any forest for a few weeks without causing any uproar or opposition. He also stressed that to interpret such a temporary stay as a form of land grab by the Fulani herdsmen is completely incorrect. In actual fact, neither does such temporary inhabitation or habitation of the forest neither inconvenience anyone, nor does the itinerant Fulani sojourner bother anyone about his plight in the forest, characterized by life without access to electricity, pipe-borne water, good roads, or hospitals. On the contrary, Bala Mohammed is very familiar with the Land Use Act, including the criteria for land acquisition, and cannot therefore seek to undermine the statute which, as a governor, he has sworn to uphold. Also, according to the statement, the governor would want it placed on record that his statement was intended to caution all stakeholders to guard against escalating the tension, just as many patriotic stakeholders, particularly from the north, have been working round the clock to avert reprisal actions that could throw the entire country into a cauldron of unimaginable proportion. Rather than vilify Governor Bala Mohammed, it is incumbent, on all those criticizing him to admonish those governors whose lack of restraint is responsible for the escalation of this crisis. It added that Governor Bala Mohammed's antecedents as a bridge builder, humanist, and nationalists are so well known that he will never, under any circumstances, deliberately fuel any national crisis or subvert the constitution. Nevertheless, he strongly reminds all stakeholders in Nigerian project that the delicate nature of our diversity, coupled with the fact that we are interwoven in many respects, calls for reasoned circumception in handling inter-ethnic hostility of the nature that the ejection of herdsmen from all parts of the country is degenerating into. Mukhtar Gidado then stated that it is his fervent wish that together all stakeholders will work towards re-establishing inter-ethnic trust and harmony that has been so badly dented within a few weeks or months. It's actually been years, not even weeks and months. Let's continue. It will recall that Bala Abdul Kader Mohammed's speech at the closing ceremony of the press week of the correspondent chapel of NUJ in Bauchi State last Thursday used the occasion to weigh in on the contentious issue of clashes between herdsmen and farmers, particularly against the background of eviction and other forms of restriction orders issued by some state governments and non-governmental entities. However, many of the reactions have conveyed the dismay of their authors to what they erroneously considered as the governor's presumed support for crimes committed for some Fulani herdsmen. Guys, you have all heard what he said. You have also heard the reply that Governor Mohammed said, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu said. Let me just take two statements quickly and we'll round this off on social media. This one here said, Nigerian here said, don't change the narrative already, sir. Message has been delivered, message understood, sir, and message assimilated. We understand what you mean. Nigerians actually still saying, no matter how you try to quote your, try to revamp what you have already said, we understand the first message. This one here said, until he calls out and openly condemns the activities of his Fulani herdsmen brothers, the same way he encouraged their use of ammunition, I will not take him serious. That's what we're